Hello and welcome. Today we are in the tier 10 Soviet battleship, the Kremlin. We're playing on the map Okinawa, and it is a fully tier 10 battle with quite a few destroyers and quite a few cruisers. In fact, I've noticed that there's quite a lack of battleships in my games. Every game only has like 2 battleships and a huge boatload of cruisers, and then sometimes lots of destroyers, sometimes fewer destroyers. Didn't have that many Hollands before, but I've had a lot of cruisers. I had one game with 5 Dmitry Donskoys and 4 Seattles in the same game. Not on each team, obviously, but still, in the match. So, you know, 3 on one side, 2 on the other, and 2 and 2. That was quite surprising. Anyway, as a Kremlin on this map, you, in my opinion at least, when you spawn in the middle, you kind of have 2 choices. One, you're basically going to the, what I would call this side of the map. I guess this would be the eastern side, or the western side. And you see the dividing line is this island chain here. When you go to the western side of the map, or northern, you play around those islands at the top near A. When you go to this side, you play around the middle islands here, because these islands basically dissect the map, and this gives you room to maneuver around and play with. You know, you don't have to worry about any torpedoes coming from the A cap, but you do have to be worried about torpedoes from the C cap. So that's kind of how I end up playing this map as a battleship. Well, actually as a destroyer and cruiser as well. This is a bit too much fire coming at me though, so I do need to turn away. Yeah, that's way too much. Oh, and if we can actually take out the Shimakas over here, this is going to be great, because obviously destroyers are not usually all in one place when they spawn, which means that if we can remove the DD on this side of the map, there's a good chance that there's not going to be too many destroyers around here again. I am being targeted, which is kind of weird. I guess, no, actually looking at the minimap it's not weird at all, because other than me there's only a Holland and Minotaur over here. Which does make this a very bad side of the map, so in fact I am going to turn around and I should have gone north, because people always go north on this stupid map. But the enemy has way too many ships over here for us. Minotaur, Holland and Kremlin can't take the CV Stalingrad, Montana, Yoshino and the Moskva. And I guess the Shimakazu too, but we already took the Shimakazu, so technically that doesn't count. But with the CV around, yep. This is a no-go. Unfortunately, this does mean that I'm gonna be spending some empty sailing again. But, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do, because the CV threat is simply too great. It's not the fact that the CV itself can deal a lot of damage, but the fact that you can't run away with the CV around. Because the CV can always finish you off, the CV can always spot you. All of these annoying things happen because of the aircraft carriers, and there's no counter. You can't protect yourself against CV spotting. Well, unless the CV obviously flies into the anti-air of a Minotaur, a Kremlin and a Z-52 at the same time. Okay, so it seems that they have a destroyer over here or over there, and I have entered the spotting range of it. It's probably, yeah, it's the Yueyang. Yep, and the B cap over there. So I should also expect potentially torpedoes coming, and these are deep water torpedoes, so you don't have much reaction time. Planes are also incoming. It's been 4 minutes and 10 seconds, and I have already 1.3 million potential damage. No damage at all. Wow! I predicted it, and still no damage. Damn. That's unfortunate. Yeah, if I had gone to the northern side, I would have actually been able to fight and wouldn't have had to do these stupid tanking maneuvers, but you know, it's a gamble. You can't really know, because you don't know what the enemy is doing at the start of the match. No, those are the airdrop torpedoes. Come on, Hindenburg, please you take damage. What? Again, no damage. Okay. I know Kremlin isn't supposed to be the most accurate ship at range, still, I was hoping I would at least hit one of the shells. But my aiming isn't the greatest either. And she is firing at me. Wow. Jesus, everybody really wants to shoot me for some reason this game. And it's at like extreme ranges, where they don't have much success of doing anything either. Really surprising. I guess the Republic is actually further away than I am. Still though, this seems like a really odd choice to me. To pick me as the target. And I actually think this is gonna be... If the enemy team loses, this is going to be one of the reasons, because they spent so much firepower on dealing little damage to me. Instead of, well, I don't know, shooting someone that actually mattered, because I've done nothing so far. And I don't think I'm gonna do anything anytime soon. Oh, come on, another fire? Okay, please deal damage this time. What? What is this? What the hell is this? I mean, the reason I'm shooting at this range is because I can't go close. There are too many enemy ships everywhere at once. But the enemy obviously has many, you know, closer ships to shoot at instead of me. But yet they chose not to. Finally did some damage. That took forever. So the reason people like the northern side is because you can actually use these island covers to get closer to the enemy. Now the downside, of course, is that you basically take yourself out of the game for a very long time. But if I had come here immediately, this would have been a lot less painful, I think. Sadly though, I was hoping to fight in the open waters, which maybe actually it was a good idea. Because if you look at the map, we hold the C and A caps, even though we have only destroyers over there. We don't have a single capital ship. And we hold the C and B caps right now. And the CV was over there as well. So, I guess, well, I might have not done any damage, so I'm getting screwed on this one. It might have actually helped us win the game. I mean, sure, the Stalingrad's taking the C cap now, but Hakuryu is also there. Hakuryu should move away just in case. Because if that Hakuryu gets spotted, I don't know if she can do anything at that point. Is she turning in? The Hakuryu, I mean. Yeah, the Hakuryu is actually turning in. That's a weird way to disengage, but I guess everything is far away enough that you can do that. Or maybe the Hakuryu has lots of balls and is simply parking herself over there to get strikes faster out on the Stalingrad. I mean, if it works, great, but it might just not work at all. Okay, I'm gonna push. Unfortunately, it is into 2 destroyers. The fortunate part though is that they're Holland, so while their torpedoes are fast, they don't deal that much damage. But damn, their CV keeps spotting because of that. I'm at 1.8 million potential already. And I've barely done any damage. Sure, I've not actually taken that much damage, but it still doesn't feel nice. Oh, and this is how it's gonna... Okay, this time at least I won't be ramming her into the side. It'll be the other way around. But she slowed down. I don't think I would have slowed down, so I don't think it's a great idea to do so. But I guess if you want to be nice... Come on. Come on, please, lucky shots on the Hindenburg. I'm gonna slow down, because Holland torpedoes are likely somewhere on the way. Aww. Wait, what? 1 over penetration that did 5,900 damage? Can I have more of those over penetrations, please? Because that felt more like an over penetration plus a penetration than just an over pen. I should definitely heal right now. Any kind of vision would be amazing at the moment. Then again, I'm unspotted. I'm unspotted too, and then immediately a radar comes. Okay, that should finish this and then log off. Good. And now we can contest the ACAP. I hope my teammates come with me. I know it'll take a while for them to get off their asses and actually end up doing something. Well, not the Zao. I hope the Zao actually disengages. She doesn't have the HP, but the rest of them do. And it would be very nice to have them over here. Citadel! I didn't expect that. I did expect a lot of damage, but not a Citadel hit. I will take it. And very gladly so. The good thing about being around an island inside a cap zone is that I will at least know if a destroyer is suddenly coming to, you know, go around the island, because obviously the cap zone gets spotted or gets contested. Why is that? Wow, never mind. Overpens. I wanted to say, why is that Moskva showing broadside? I can Citadel her like that, but apparently I need slightly improved aim for that. If I stop firing, will I go unspotted? Not with planes, I guess. Yeah, I do need to move. And unfortunately this means that I don't think we're taking the cap yet. Because something's gonna get uncapped, probably. Or not, actually. Oh, that is excellent. That is truly excellent. Oh, and there's the Hakuri. That's why she's so aggressively fighting on this side. Oh, wow. That's bad news for the enemy, I think. Because I don't think that Hakuri can get away anymore. Like, sure, some of us are gonna die, probably, to take this Haku, but we will definitely take the CV, and in that case, we should hold the advantage. Oh wow, we only have one destroyer, huh? That's not great, but hopefully we can manage. Come on. Excellent. Another one of those, please? Oh. Do I dare to just sit here with my broadside on the Burgun? I don't remember anymore. Been away from the game long enough that I just kind of stopped caring. Of course the island is in the way. Exactly for the front guns even. Goodbye, Zao. Oh, or not. Come on. One lucky salvo on this Hakuryu and this game will be in the bag, more or less. I think. And the island is in the way again! What the hell? These islands are like perfectly positioned for this Hakuryu not to get hit by me. I am very disappointed now. Because, yeah, that guy should have been dead. And now I'm in a bit of a tricky situation, because I do want to finish off the Hakuryu. I think she is the priority. But I can't bring all of my guns to bear because I'm afraid of the two battleships that are around me. And if I show too much broadside to one of them, I'm probably gonna regret it. Now, there aren't any islands here, right? There won't be suddenly an island? Good. I'm gonna Damak on this fire. So I only have one heal left. Oh, and there goes the CV. Excellent. Ooh, somebody on the border. This makes it easier to hit her. Excellent. That's very good news. Well, it would help if I didn't ricochet though, but still. Makes it easier to hit her. Fire. Unfortunate, but it can happen. Another fire, I'm gonna Damak on this. Oh, I expected her to go down there from that salvo by me. This is not cool. Well, it worked out though. So next up it's that Montana, and I do need to worry about Yueyang suddenly appearing and making my day go poorly. Oh, I'm unspotted and I have 13.4 kilometer concealment range. And I got spotted, so now I got spotted by a destroyer, but not before. Which is probably good news for me. Gonna wait until that Montana... Actually, no, Montana is doing a turn as well at the same time. So right now might actually be the ideal time to turn as well. To go after the... Oh, there's only 4 minutes to go. This is actually bad news. Because I don't think I can survive easily. Since I only have one damage control party, and the most worrying part is the destroyer, yeah, in front of me. Because I will need to do maneuvers that make, you know, put me at risk against the Montana. And I don't think I can kill that Montana. I'm gonna turn this way, then I'm gonna turn back soon, after the Montana fires. Come on! 6 shells, please! Catch! No. Damn it. Oh, there's one set of tarps? I think I might have actually got both of them. Or dodged both of the sets. I don't know, because they're deep water torpedoes, so it's really hard to tell. I'm gonna take a blind shot into the smoke. Come on, please. Oof! Got him! Got him! Got him! Excellent! So, do I damage on this fire? Yeah, we're gonna damage on this fire. Hacks, bro. And look, if you look at the map, right? The Montana is so far away that this is... Oh no, 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 no. I wanted to say that this is basically game over, but I don't think it is. I don't have a damage control party left, and I only have 23k HP now. I don't think using damage control parties earlier was a mistake, but this is not good. And Holland is probably gonna go for the A-cap. I think the Republic is in a very bad position. I'd like to say kinda like our Montana, because in both cases, they are in a position where they can't really do anything against the ships that matter. Come on, please. Please. Yes! Okay. And now we simply need some time, and we should win this, as long as we don't die. I'm unspotted, which means that Holland is over there. Or she went that way, but I don't think that's the case. Because there's no objective for them on that side. There's only the Stalingrad and potentially me if I were to chase them. And I think, yeah, I wanted to say we're probably gonna get that Holland too, and we did. Excellent! Oh, Holland actually caught our Stalingrad, so this is not over yet. But I'm definitely sailing away from the Montana. Because she could get a lucky salvo and that would finish me off. And she's probably going to try to contest the A-cap. Oh wow, 1 point before. What the hell? All we needed was the Des Moines. And now we might actually end up losing. All because that Des Moines left. The Des Moines was in the cap zone before. These tarps aren't gonna kill me, but the points are gonna lose us the game. By 1 point. like I've said many times, every point matters. Every single point matters. And here you had the perfect example. They won by 1 point. All that Des Moines had to do was turn around and stay. But unfortunately, no. Or I guess there's many things that could have gone differently, but I would say this guy staying around would have been the best one. That's why I pinged that Holland was over there. I figured she would stay to defend, but nope. And sadly, maybe she didn't have radar, or maybe she had already run out of radar, so it wouldn't have mattered, but... Or maybe she would have got torpedoed herself, I don't know. Of course, all of those things could have happened too, so... Can't really say that things would have ended up going differently, but... Still, we tried. I mean, 1800 on a loss, 1700 on a loss, 1700 on a loss. Wow, I can't believe we lost this game with scores like this. Like, okay, I would say Republic being out of position there was actually kind of okay, because that kind of kept the Montana in check, right? So that the Montana couldn't engage. But this guy absolutely deserves a compliment. He won the game easily. And this guy's torps were amazing too. But we really should not have lost this match. Wonder how our CV died. I know how the enemy one died, but ours really shouldn't have died. Oh well, 4.2 million potential damage, and I didn't go down here. Well, people did keep shooting me the entire time. Yeah, my damage output isn't amazing, but I tanked a huge amount this game. Especially since a lot of it was really ineffective too. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people fired at me and did damage. Huh. And this doesn't even include the CV. The CV actually didn't attack me. Well, I guess I did position myself in a way not to make myself a good target for the CV, so... Makes sense. Well, you can't win every game. Let's go over the captain skills and upgrades, I suppose, but... You've probably seen this a million times. This is basically as standard as it gets. Sorry, router, I'm not in a mood to division right now. I'm obviously using Kuznetsov. In fact, I probably should have tried to utilize that. So, I go for priority target, expert marksman, superintendent, concealment expert, fire prevention, basics of survivability, and then adrenaline rush. This is the standard battleship build, as I keep saying. Upgrades wise, it's reload, concealment, and then fewer fires and floodings, or shorter fires and floodings. Then the dispersion buff. I guess you could also go for the main battery traverse, but I don't think the Kremlin needs it. In this spot, obviously fewer fires and floodings. And then here main arms modification 1, because you don't want your main batteries to break. On some ships you might go for the secondary one, but here I don't recommend it. And actually you might have seen the amount of XP I got earlier, right? That I got a lot of XP, that's because I have all the flags on, because they changed the flag system. Kinda surprised me. Because now you actually don't have to choose whether you equip economy flags or combat flags. All 21 flags are equipped. You don't need all of this, okay? Especially this part. This part here is what gives you the combat one, but if you don't have them, or have fewer, the flooding flag isn't that important, the secondary flag isn't important, the anti-air flag isn't important. The ones I would go for are the speed flag and the consumable reload flag, and then the fire or the heal flag and the fire flag. These 4 flags are the important ones. Even detonations aren't that important, because sure, you'll get detonated once in a while, you'll laugh and you'll move on, because detonations are just kind of funny. In my opinion, at least. I'm kind of sad that we don't see them that much, but I can understand why. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.